Thank you for tuning into Abundant Moments. Yesterday we talked about hope being the anchor of our soul. And I talked about putting our hope in God and in His Word. And I wanted to remind you today of what Paul said in Philippians 1:6. He said that He who has begun a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. And I want you to think today about the good work that has begun in you. Perhaps it's healing. Perhaps it's some deliverance from something that has plagued you for your whole life, and you can see a glimmer of hope and that things are getting better. Perhaps it's in a relationship or your ministry. Whatever it might be, I want you to know that God, who has begun a good work in you, He will be faithful to complete it. And we have to keep our hope in that promise. It's a promise from God. And we have to keep our hope in that promise, knowing that God is true and He is faithful, and He's true to His word, and He's faithful to His word. I remember years ago, they wanted to do a complete hysterectomy on me because they said I could never have children anyways. And I told them, no, you're not touching me. I want children. And I know God has promised in His word to give us the desires of our heart. I have 2 sons today because I put my hope in God's word. I knew God said He gave us the desires of our heart. So therefore, I knew my desire was to have children, and I put my hope in that. I knew that God had begun a good work in me, that good work of being a mother, because I had the motherly instincts. And I knew that good work had been begun in me, and I knew God would be faithful to complete it. So know this, He is true and He is faithful. And the thing that He has begun in you, He will complete it. Hold on to His word. Trust in His word. Keep your hope in that promise, because He is true and He is faithful. Thank you for tuning in.